Guys are flying around. I could say that the team's energy right now, we know that it's game one, and we just try to treat every day like it's game day, so that when game day comes, it's not like a culture shock. Like, we live in this moment all the time, especially the way, I'm sorry. It always happens when I come up here. Especially the way that Coach Norvell coaches. Like, we're expected to have a certain intensity about the way that we work. So the intensity going into game week was ratcheted up a little bit, but it's also the kind of just more of the same just because of how we work every day.
Mackenzie, I know all the quarterbacks have different strengths and things they do. Today it showed up a bunch of times with him kind of manipulating passing angles and changing the way he throws the ball. Yes. How unique and is that skill set for him?
He just has unique and creative, dynamic playmaking ability. I think you have to kind of watch him play to see it, because he's not really a guy that's going to pass the eye test like, oh wow, like he's one hell of a quarterback. But he really is one hell of a quarterback. The way that he can just manipulate his arm angles and just throw sidearm or throw, like he's 5'10", but he can make all the throws down the field. He has unique playmaking ability that I think needs to be put on display for sure.
Are you used to that? Like, all of a sudden there's a little window, and you could, like, have you gotten used to that specific dynamic of his game?
Yeah, I'm kind of used. Me and Mackenzie kind of got a good rhythm going on, to where I'm kind of used to. He'll just whip it in there out of nowhere. And at first it was kind of new when he got here during the summer, but through PRPs and summer workouts, we were kind of able to build that chemistry. So now I'm kind of used to it for sure.
What have you seen from Jordan? It sounds like everyone's kind of mentioned that he's improved his passing game. What have you seen from him?
His passing game has improved tremendously, but to me, it's still his ability to make plays, extend plays with his feet. Like, I feel like he's second to none when it comes to that. He's so dynamic and elusive, and he can make plays down the field, and now his arm talent is as the best it's ever been. So I'm just excited for him to put that on display and, just show the nation what he can do.
His running ability, his playmaking ability, how much can that open up the offense?
I think you see that in 2021 and just football in general. You see quarterbacks like Lamar Jackson extending plays with their feet, and they're just like an extra added runner that the defense has to account for. So it puts extra stress on the defense from a defensive perspective, because you don't know if the quarterback is going to sit in the pocket, you don't know if he's going to drop back and run, or you don't know if he's going to just take the ball and run right away. So it's just an extra added element that the defense has to defend, so it helps an offense, definitely.
I think you said early in camp that this was the first time in years you've had like second-year coaching staff, second-year coordinator, and such like that.
Right.
How much does that just give you confidence in what you guys are trying to do at every practice and then going into a game like this?
It just helps with the verbiage, because hearing the same thing for 2 years in a row, you kind of get you got Jermaine right here trying to distract me, but it helps with the verbiage, because when you get the same offensive coordinator 2 years in a row, you get used to hearing the same terminology over and over again. You feel more immersed into a system. I think that happens in all realms of life, but especially football, when you get to hear that second year of the same terminology over and over again, and you just feel more advanced into the program that you're playing in, the system that you're playing in. So I'm excited about this second year under Coach Dillingham, and just show what I can do and how I've grown as a player.
Let's go a couple more.
Jordan Wilson's finally back. How excited are you to line up with him, and how can his blocking help there?
I'm just excited for him as a player, just because of what he brings to the tight end room. He brings veteran experience. He brings a workman's attitude, somebody who just wants to come in and just put all the work in that he can, and he just brings that veteran leadership. It kind of helps me lead from the front, because we've got two seniors at tight end. It makes the room incredible, and then with Coach Thompson, it's just incredible dynamic in that room. So I'm excited to show you how the tight end room has grown over a year. Good to go.